We're now live on YouTube.
I still don't have recording permission to record. Thank you.
And we're set.
I'm still getting a request permission to record from the meeting host, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Get back to him, tell him to record.
It may be only one recording at a time's allowed, but that seems strange. There we go. Thank you.
Ready now?
We're ready. Go ahead, Sue.
Then I'll call the meeting to order. Okay. The August 11th, 2020 meeting of the Richmond Sanitary District Board of Commissioners is called to order. The first item of business is approval of minutes from July 28th of 2020.
President Miller? Motion to approve.
Yes, Mr. Buckey.
Motion to approve the minutes from July 28, 2020 as presented.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the July 28th, 2020 meeting as presented. Any further questions or comments? If not, Jess, will you call the roll?
Amon,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
3 in favor, 0 opposed.
Thank you. Next item of business is approval of invoices from check date July 24th and 31st of 2020.
President Miller,
Yes, Mr. Steens?
make a motion to approve invoices for check date run on July 24th and 31st of 2020, totaling $177,607.14. We did have some significant invoices. First from Don Lord Fry Company at $17,336.97. Sunbelt Rentals Incorporated, $12,150. U.S. Geological Survey, $17,439. And Harvest Land Co-op, $35,913.83.
A second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve invoices from check date July 24th and 31st of 2020, totaling $177,607.14. Questions or comments? If not, Jess, will you call the roll?
Amon,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
3 in favor, 0 opposed.
Thank you. Next item of business is director's report.
Thank you, Madam President and Board. I would first want to apologize. I didn't get a chance to get the monthly report for July completed for this meeting, but I will have it for the next. Other than that, I don't have a lot. The landfill did get its item inspection last week. The results came back. That was good. We had 0 violations. Everything went well there. So good job to Darren and the landfill crew. And just kind of an update on that blower number 3 repair that we have out. We have the rental blower. We got word that blower should be repaired at the beginning of October. So it's coming along. Not as fast as I would always love it to be, but that's just the nature of that large equipment. So that's all I have, unless there are questions.
Any questions? Thank you. The next item of business was to receive quotes for valve and actuators. Did we receive any?
We received one bid. The bid is from Bader Mechanical of 110 West Main Street, Richmond, Indiana. Their bid is for $85,558 And the bid is firm for 60 days. Estimated delivery time is 6 to 8 weeks.
Is this an emergency or part of the ongoing project?
It's part of an ongoing project. I can't remember how many went sent out to. Do you need, Denise? Was it 4 or 5 perhaps? We had a pre-bid meeting. We had, I think, 3 vendors show up, but
It was 5. We sent 5 out.
5, 3 showed up at the pre-bid meeting. That seems like this is the only one that we received for it.
Okay.
Denise, who were the
Uh,
5 that we sent them to?
I do not have my folder with me here.
Okay, that's fine. I was just curious.
Okay. The next item of business is the recommendation to approve wastewater residuals permit number R-FRT-2020, 21, 22, 23 for Flat Rock Transport LLC.
President Miller,
Yes, Mr. Bakshi.
motion to approve wastewater residuals disposal permit number R-FRT 2020, 21, 22, 23 to Flat Rock Transport LLC of 6676 South State Road 103 in Strawn, Indiana, 47387. The permit's effective August 11, 2020, and will expire on July 1st, 2023.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve wastewater residuals disposal permit number R-FRT-2020, 21, 22, and 23 to Flat Rock Transport LLC of 6676 South State Road 103, Strawn, Indiana, 47387. Becomes effective August 11th of 2020 and expires on July 1st of 2023. Any further questions or comments? If not, Jess, will you call the roll?
Amon,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
3 in favor, 0 opposed.
The motion carries. Thank you. Back up to my agenda here. The next item of business, project status update.
Yes, Madam President and Board. First project is our Northwest 13th Street Interceptor. They did get started with some of the siphon work, not the boring yet, but they have the pipe fused together and ready to start the boring, which is now scheduled, I think, for the 24th of this month. So getting close to actually completing that work, which means other than some minor restoration stuff, once that happens, that project will be complete. Next project's our treatment plant project, which is going well. A lot of stuff going on. Still working on a lot of submittals back and forth. Crews have started pouring some of the base and walls for our aeration splitter vault, which is kind of a complicated structure. Lots of different levels to it with different orientations and wall locations and sizes and pipes. So excited to see that start to come together. The first of the final clarifiers, we took those down and basically replaced all the guts, all the insides, the mechanical parts to those structures. And so the first one is complete. We're waiting literally on paint to dry. Some of the paint had to be on there for a week before we could actually put any flow to it. So here later this week, we'll be able to start that clarifier up and they'll be able to start moving on to the next one, which is good and exciting news for operations. So so we're still working on electrical stuff. Like I said, just a lot of stuff going on that project. So it's good to see some good projects there. They are starting to take some of the aeration, some of the pieces and things out of those tanks. So they're starting to work on those a little bit more than they had here in the recent past. Next projects are sludge thickening project, and all the final punch list items are completed, and we're waiting on one final confirmation that we have all the O&M manuals, and then we'll make final payment on that project and wrap that up completely. So good to have that one near the end here as well. So College Avenue sewer separation, we have essentially, we're putting the final touches on those documents, but been in contact with a contractor. And Greg, I sent you an email here, but it looks like they will be finished sometime the first half of October. He said October 1st to the 15th, somewhere in there, depending on weather. So if you need more from coordination standpoint, just let me know, or have Milestone get with me, and we'll work that out. West Side Interceptor, we are still looking at the 50% plans. We had a walkthrough, I think I had said last time, a while back. We've had some SRF correspondence for funding for that project, which has all been good news so far. We did decide to push closing on that to the first, it'd be the first quarter of next year, which is the state's third quarter. But it seems like that will give us the largest possibility of being able to get any kind of stimulus funding that if it comes out, that would be the best point or best spot for us to be in. So we decided to make that move. So the only thing that does is there'll be a portion of the project that we will bid separately to coordinate with the trail project that's happening. So we'll have to use cash on hand for that, but we felt like the benefit outweighed the risk there, or the idea that we had to use some money. So we're right now working with a consultant to figure out what exactly needs to be done for the trail project, and make sure that that part gets bid out and completed ahead of time, or in time like we had originally scheduled, so it could get started first thing next year. So but still good news. I've seems like things have stalled, I guess, in with some of the legislation that might be coming out, but hopefully it was a good move, and we'll be able to see some benefit of that. It sounded like that was the best opportunity for that. So that's all I have, unless somebody has questions about any of the other projects or those.
I just have one question. I'm just kind of curious. Is the contractors having any problem getting materials?
I've not heard that. We've asked that question several times of the treatment plant contractor. I think there were a few items. I can't remember, Pat, was it some valves or something that may have gotten delayed a little bit? Beyond that, I don't think, I've not heard of any other major obstacle from anybody, but that's I haven't heard that from anybody else either, just the one contractor with those valves. So
Thank you.
And Elijah, I know you and Greg have talked about the College Avenue project, and I know that I was out there recently and it was being mailed and repaved, but I just want to make sure that you assure everybody that that our project isn't going to redo or undo what's currently being done.
yeah, so that's the idea behind that is they're gonna come in and pave everything but the area that we're gonna work in, and then we're gonna install our project, at least within the right of way. We likely won't be able to finish it all right now, but we'll get the part done in the right of way. Then they'll come in after that point and put surface down in those areas. But yeah, that's the idea, is that we don't tear up a road that gets put down brand new. So
Thank you. Any other questions of Elijah? If not, that takes us to miscellaneous, and we do have one item of business under miscellaneous. Walt, do you want to explain it?
Yes, I sent to the board members and to Director Smoker a memo regarding the statement we received from the law firm of Vice Miller in Indianapolis. That was for a rebate computation of two series of bonds issued, refunding of bonds from 2015 in the amount of $11,070,000. And due to requirements imposed by Congress, we have to do this rebate computation. Amy Cosaro, Vice Miller, did that computation for us, sent us a letter on July 13th confirming that no monies are owed to the U.S. Treasury from us for those bonds. We do have another set of bonds that will be coming due for rebate calculation in 2022 with the sanitary district. But for these, we got a statement, a letter saying no monies are owed to the Treasury, and that we have a statement from them for $4,000 that we need to approve payment for. And if you have any questions, let me know.
Are there any questions? I think we might just point out, was this in fact the bond that was redeemed? And then we resulted in some significant savings to the city? Or is this just a calculation that needs to be done on any bond that we have every time it is up for?
From this point on, with the newer bonds that we're issuing, Congress has required that it's not for the ones back in the early 2000s.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this was a refunded bond, though. I don't know if that played into it or not, but
Okay.
this was a refunding that we did in 2015 of some 2008 bonds.
Okay.
And Emily Palmer and I have been discussing this over a period of time, and so we're in agreement this needs to, one, this needed to be done, and two, this needed to be paid.
Okay. So basically what you're saying is that every time, every so often, there's going to be a requirement that this computation be done on any bond that we have outstanding, or the newer bonds that we have outstanding.
Correct.
Okay. Any other questions? If not, I will entertain a motion.
President Miller,
Yes, Mr. Seams?
I hereby move that the Richmond Sanitary District Board approve payment of $4,000 to the law firm of Ice Miller of Indianapolis, Indiana, for its federally required rebate calculation of $11,070,000 to the Richmond Sanitary District refunding bonds of 2015 Series A and refunding bonds of 2015 Series B.
Second.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to approve the payment of $4,000 to the law firm of Ice Miller of Indianapolis, Indiana, for its federally required rebate calculation of $11,070,000 Richmond Sanitary District refunding bonds of 2015 Series A and refunding bonds of 2015 Series B. Any other questions or comments? If not, Jess, will you call the roll?
Amon,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
3 in favor, 0 opposed.
Thank you. Any other business to be brought before the board today? I might just point out, I do believe we, in fact, scheduled to meet on the 18th, a week from today, for a budget workshop.
Yes, that's correct. And hopefully my goal is to have the budget books out by, and which will be a digital file, emailed to you by the end of the day on Friday. That would be my kind of final deadline I'm giving myself. I'd like to have it to you a little earlier in the day on Friday, hopefully around 1, but it's gonna give myself a little bit of a cushion there. So hopefully end of the day would be the latest.
Okay. And what's that? 2 o'clock?
What's that?
Is it
10
10 o'clock?
I had 9 on my calendar, but
9?
I'm fine with.
Just with it, I can adjust it whatever time everybody has. You can just send out an email and confirm if it's 9 or 10 for us.
We do have it scheduled for 9. However, I believe Walt's checking on some requirements as far as it being Zoom.
Oh, okay.
The issue is the location, whether it will be by Zoom or whether it will be in the city council chambers.
Okay. And if we need to be in the council building or down there, we can all come in masks and sit apart. Okay. Any other business to be brought before the board today? If not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to adjourn. Jess, will you call the roll?
Amon,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
3 in favor, 0 opposed.
Thank you. We are adjourned and we will continue to meet for the stormwater board.
Ready? Go ahead and call to order the August 11th, 2020 Richmond Sanitary District Stormwater Management Board meeting. First on the agenda is the approval of minutes from July 14th, 2020.
Christine?
Yes.
Motion to approve the minutes from July 14, 2020 as presented.
A second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from July 14th, 2020. Jess, could you call the roll, please?
Amon,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
3 in favor, 0 opposed.
Next on the agenda is the approval of invoices for check date run July 10th, 16th, 24th, 31st of 2020. Can I have a motion, please?
President Steens,
Yes.
make a motion to approve the invoices from check dates July 10th, 16th, 24th, and 31st of 2020, totaling $31,487.53. There was one significant invoice to Commonwealth Engineers for $23,234.50.
I second.
We have a motion and a second to approve invoices for check date run July 10th, 16th, 24th, and 31st, 2020, totaling $31,487.53. Jess, could you call the roll, please?
Amon,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
3 in favor, 0 opposed.
Elijah, did you have anything to bring up about stormwater?
No, I don't have any updates on the stormwater side today.
Thank you. Could I have a motion to adjourn, please?
So moved.
Second.
Jess, could you call the roll, please?
Amon,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
3 in favor, 0 opposed.
We're adjourned.
Thank you.